Good morning, everybody. On this fine Saturday morning, we're back at it again. Just when you think you're done with one, well, not quite. Here we are back on this 99 Jeep Cherokee. I called him, told him it was ready to come pick it up. If you remember, I painted the top, the hatch, and the front clip. He was going to polish all up. The doors will polish out and get close to that, so we'll be fine. All of this is done. Called him and told him to come get it. He said, "Hey, can you put a headliner in it for me?" I said, "Sure, why not?" We'll open up the door here, show you what we're looking at. As you can see, it's fallen down, got crud all over the seat that's fallen, that's come from this headliner hanging down. It's in really bad shape. He actually needs these sun visors covered too, but that's not part of the deal. He'll have to get his own. So we're gonna get this headliner out, start replacing it. I'll walk through the steps. I've done headliner, one or two headliner videos before on here. I have one I put in a Honda Accord about a year ago, and then probably 3 or 4 months ago I put one in a Chevy Silverado. I don't do a whole lot of headliners, but from time to time I do. So I'm gonna get started on this, and we'll see how it goes. Stick around. Okay, to get these headliners out, you just have to start removing all the trim pieces all around the top. It looks like a lot of Phillips head screws in this one. Somebody's even put some self tappers in it around there. So yeah, just start taking down these trim pieces up here up top, all the way around top that hold it in. You probably take these 2 screws out here and just lay this one over without pulling it all the way out, and just work your way up front. You have to take the lights out, which that's pretty simple. They usually just pull down, and then you just have this little clip right there. Pull up on that and then slide the plug out, and then it falls down on the ground like that. Anyway, and then that's done. So I'll just start working my way around, taking all this trim down. Just be careful. You don't want to, if you're pulling on something that's not coming loose, odds are you've missed a screw or something. Don't just go yanking, because then you'll break it, especially on something old like this. You know, the trim pieces tend to get brittle after 25 years. So I'm gonna get after that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just got these screws here loose, and I pulled these pieces back, and I'll just put them up there like that to where I can get to the back of this headliner. These pieces, I believe, are screwed in the handles there, so I have to get them handles off, and then these should slide backwards and come out. They had 2 Phillips head screws in each one, there and there. Okay, on these oh shit handles here, you just have this thing here. Just pop it back. Take your little pry tool and just pop it back. And it looks like it has a couple of T25 Torx bit screws, so I'm gonna have to go and get my Torx bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm working on this headliner, and really I'm not going to go into detail about taking it down. This trim piece just pops out. It's got a clip there. That one's broken, and this one here was broken as well. Looks like they tried to glue it, but somebody's been in here before doing a headliner. Somebody's been in here before and put a headliner in this. They've done this crazy shit right here with these nuts. They've done it here, here, and over there. And then when the headliner started coming down, they put self tappers in it. Okay, now I've got all the trim pieces down, pulled down to the side. Now I'm pulling down on the headliner, trying to work it out. And I originally thought I'd have to take these out, but the headliner board is actually cut around that. And it don't look like the speaker thing is made to it either. I don't know. I'll have to check that out too. But get this thing pulled down. They had actually pushed it up through these on these studs here, there, and they're the ones I took the bolts off of. And now pull it down off of those studs. Those studs are actually these for the moonroof. I guess there's a piece of trim that's supposed to go over the moonroof, and they actually poked holes in the headliner and put bolts in it to hold the headliner up. So yeah, there's that. So anyway, you get it loose and then it'll just slide right out the back here. I'll take it to the shop, take it to the shop down, take it to the garage down there, put it on the table, clean off this old material. We'll get the new material put on there and get this thing put back in. Okay, now I've got it in here on the table. I just have to get this old headliner off, and then all of this powdery stuff, I'll just use a shop vac and vacuum that, scrape it with a brush. Just pull all of this old material, get all these self-tapping screws out of it. Make sure the board is nice and clean. Then I'll get the new material and the new glue and the new material put on there. I'll let you see how it goes. Okay, I've got this thing vacuumed and cleaned up. It really needs a new one. This thing is shit. It's gonna be difficult getting this thing right. It's messed up right here. But it's a car lot car, and he's not gonna get another board. He's just gonna want me to do the best I can with what I've got here. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, this is crap. But I'm gonna go over it with a brush one time just to make sure I've got everything, and then vacuum it one more time. Yeah, go over it with a brush one more time, or go over it with a brush one time, then vacuum it one more time to make sure it's clean, and then I'll get this material on there. Okay, now I've gone over it with a brush and then vacuumed it again to get it as clean as I can get it. I mean, it's an old board. It's had several headliners put on it, it looks like. It's in really bad shape. I'm just working with what I got. So I'll keep working with what I got and try to make it look as best I can. Okay, I've got the material laid out here. I've pulled it halfway back. This is the headliner material, the new material. I always fold it in half like this. Spray the glue here. You want glue on this and on this. Let it set for about 3 or 4 minutes and get tacky, and then work your way this way, pushing it down, making sure you get it rubbed down. I always use gloves when I'm rubbing these headliners to keep the finger smudges off. An SUV headliner usually takes about 2 cans of glue, and I've got about a half a can over there on the shelf in case I need more. But these 2 cans should cover it. So make sure you shake up your cans of glue real good. And away we go. And I only do small sections at a time. Then you let it set a couple of minutes, let it get tacky. Okay, now when I get close to the end, I don't spray the glue this way when I'm spraying it on here, because you don't want it getting out here on your headliner. I always, when I'm spraying it on the material, come from this angle here. Get that. Just like so. Sorry guys, the camera died. I lifted this up, sprayed glue all across here so that I can fold this under, glue it underneath there, and then I'll trim it for the sun visors. This is the front, the part that goes toward the front, so the sun visors are going to go here. Okay, I've got everything trimmed out, got everything flattened down on the headliner. Everything looks good, or as good as it can with this raggedy board underneath it. So I'm gonna go take it back out there and put it back in the car. Okay guys, I've got the headliner back in. Just put it back in the same way you took it out. What I did was I rested it up on the top of the back, front seats up there, went ahead and lifted the back into place, and then put these 3 pieces of trim on to hold it up in the back. Then I went up to the front and put the 2 little pieces that hold the sun visors in up on the front to hold it up in the front, and then I just worked my way down the sides and put the trim back in. So there you are, another one done. Headliner complete. He still needs to, he don't have the speaker covers. He's got one laying back there, but it's broke. Gonna have to put the speaker covers over the speakers, and really need some new sun visors. But that's for him to worry about, not for me to worry about. Again, there's the paint on the hood, the front end that I painted. Everything's looking good out here in the sun. He's got to polish all of this to get it to match the rest. And we're gonna call this one done. So moving on to this one next. Start on it tomorrow. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. We just went over 500 subscribers this week. Thank you again for everybody who has subscribed. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Check out the website, rossrodshop.com. For all I have are these shirts and hats. That's the only thing I have to offer right now. Check it out. Comment down below. I'll see you guys next time.